Well, you know, I want to say welcome to our author, Chetwayo Laborde, the author of You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished. Now, I'll tell you, Chetwayo, the name itself grabs attention. And when we look a little bit deeper, really, it's a nutritional therapy, I guess, handbook to treat with rebuilding the human body. So I guess you're not dealing here with fiction. We're dealing here with a handbook for betterment, for healthy living, for that sense of well-being, as it were. Chetwayo, I want to say welcome to the program, bro.
Morning, welcome.
Greetings.
Thanks for having me.
So, walk me through it. I mean, the name itself, it grabbed my attention. So am I correct in saying it's a handbook really to help us in terms of just, treating with the body?
Right, so the book is designed to help people understand the root cause of diseases.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, when you see how the system is designed today, the system is designed more focused on symptom suppression. Somebody is sick, the first thing you hear them say is, what I could take for this? And nobody asks the question, why am I sick in the first place? All right? So we have been, cultured to go after short-term remedies and not root cause. And because of that, sickness is so rampant in society. Right? Trinidad, we are one of the sickest countries in the world, unfortunately. When it comes to diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, these non-communicable diseases, it actually makes up the majority of our deaths every year. And we have to step back and take a better look as to why this is, right? Because we shouldn't be this sick, right? We should not reach a point where we accept sickness as just a normal, regular part of life. For example, I don't know if you have any pets.
No. Right. I love animals, but I don't have any as yet.
Ever grew up with any?
Yeah, I grew up with
right.
Yes.
So usually dogs, right? How often your dogs would get sick?
Well, if it's Brongy, which we would have had, right? The Caribbean Shepherd, not regular at all. Brongy go in.
In fact, you don't really see them sick. But if they do get sick, it's a big issue.
Yeah.
You think that's they're going to die, right? But with humans now, when you hear about being a human being and getting sick is like, hey, you're supposed to get sick a couple times a year. That's not true. The moment I uncovered the truth with regards to human health, biology, biochemistry, right, anatomy, physiology, when I applied it to my life, that's when I stopped getting sick. I don't even get the call.
Serious?
Right? Yeah, because sickness, all diseases has a cause. There's the familiar saying in the healthcare field, idiopathic diseases, meaning you don't know where it comes from. It's just random. Nothing is random. Not because you don't know the cause at the moment means that it came out of nowhere. No, everything has a cause, all right? And this book going to help you to understand what caused it. So
is it ultimately, after reading this, the takeaway would be adjustment via diet or just that general awareness of what to stay away from, so that you'll try to stay? I mean, who wants to feel sick? Feeling sick is one of the worst, especially when those, you see that kind of lie down flat, can't make a move kind of sickness. Oh my goodness. Like the cold people get after carnival, that bad cold. What's going to be the big takeaway after holding on to this book here? All right, so when you read that book, you're going to realize sickness has a lot to do with nutrition. We are sick because, and let me put this in a nutshell here, we have ancient bodies. This body that we have here today have existed for a very long time in this form. It took a very long time for this body to develop. Certain environments created the human body as it is today. But here we are with an ancient body, and we are consuming a modern diet. The majority of what is consumed today never existed throughout the majority of human history. Think about it, the seed oils, the ultra-processed foods, a lot of the grains, because farming is like, what, 10,000 years old, right? Humanity have existed much longer. All of these things come into play quite recently, all right? But yet, we are trying to conform to this modern diet. And what we have been doing is we have been using drugs and supplements and all of these things to try to get the body to cope within an environment it wasn't designed to operate in. If I give you the analogy of a pond,
If you go to a pond and you see fishes belly up in the pond,
Figure they're dead.
right? What would you do with the other fishes? Are you going to medicate the other fishes? Are you going to put them on supplements?
Now you remove them.
Because you know the water
Yeah.
is toxic. You don't even need to test the water. Just by looking at that, you know that the environment that the fishes are in is toxic.
So let me bring up something that it's one of those very ticklish issues, and it's one that so many of us, we love, we addicted to it, but it's really from when I hear folks like yourself and others come on the program, speak about it, you recognize that you need to either cut it out or regulate it. And we're talking here about sugar.
Sugar, yeah.
Sugar. I mean, we have a sugar problem. Do we have a sugar problem in this country? Because sugar seems to be in everything.
Not just this country, but worldwide. Here's something interesting. I do not consume any form of sugar whatsoever. I haven't in years.
So that is white sugar or brown sugar? Because I heard
the entire family of sugar, which is sugar and carbohydrates.
So they have a sugar family?
Yeah. So chapter 2 in my book goes into the history, well, the full breakdown of sugar, so one can understand sugar in the holistic aspect. Because most people only know simple sugars, and they don't understand the complex sugars. So
Chapter
I go
2?
Yeah, chapter 2. Yeah, so chapter 2 I go into that. Right?
Looking fit, no. Well, boy. So because I mean, from the time you started talk, I say, I know it must have something here on sugar inside the book, because my goodness. And you know, strange enough, again, you know, you have obviously a lot of companies now being conscious of it, you know, less sugar, no added sugar. But I understand there is still sugar in some of these products.
Correct. And you see, and this is why I went into the science of sugar, so people could understand it and know that it's not, because everybody is looking for how much sugar they should consume per day. The correct answer is actually none, right? The correct answer is none. But it's to get people to understand why you shouldn't be consuming any, right? But you'll hear some people say, yes, sugar not good. But ask them if they could identify all the forms of sugar. And that's where you're going to see the problem is. Most people cannot identify all the forms that sugar takes. So that is what I did in chapter 2 in my book. I go into that, get you to understand some of the science behind identifying all the forms of sugar. All right?
And you made a point here, you said not all sugars are sweet.
Exactly.
And not all sugars are safe.
Exactly. Right? So most people think that, you know, I could identify sugar based on how sweet something tastes, but not all sugar tastes sweet.
Where can folks get the book, Chetwayo?
This book is sold currently. You could get it through my clinic, right? Which is, you'll have to contact me, and of course we'll leave the numbers for people to contact, but it's also available at RIK Bookstores nationwide. You could also get it at Nelson's Bookstore in Tobago, all right? You could purchase it off of Amazon, and you could also get the digital copy on Gumroad. Now, currently it is the #1 selling consignment book at RIK Bookstores nationwide.
And look at it, seeing it there on screen. Let's put the front of it again so you could identify this book. Chetwayo, for those looking on, and they're asking, well, who's this young man, Chetwayo? What makes him the authority on nutrition? How this man understands or is able to give me this kind of advice? I want you to just go through your history, go through your accolades and your particular titles, so people could really, you know, they know that you're coming from a place of clarity in the book.
So in the past, I used to be a lecturer at Trinidad and Tobago Fitness Academy. I used to teach international certification courses at that facility. From there, I moved on, doing my own thing. But it's over the years of doing my own thing, which was in the field of fitness, multiple fields of fitness, is my emphasis have always been on nutrition. Nutrition, you talk to anybody in health and fitness, they'll tell you that nutrition is key. And because of my keen emphasis in nutrition, and I am always excellent at researching, I realize I've had clients who came to me with diseases, some of which are classed as lifelong diseases, right? So I've had clients with, like one person in particular, in her instance, was in her 30s, but she's on type 1 diabetic, has to take insulin injections twice a day, and they say for the rest of her life. But because I made changes to her diet, there's no more need for insulin. Blood sugar levels always remain stable, right? So when I had experiences with that, so I realized, hey, I'm onto something. So I continued to do my research. And it's due to the years of research. And as you would see in the reference section in that book, is a very exhaustive reference section, because I have to put the scientific backing and data to confirm and clarify all the information that I have put together in that book. So the title you would call somebody like myself is a nutritional therapist, because I use nutrition as the key in which to help people get over and overcome diseases. All right, and nutritional therapy is actually the purest form of healthcare, because it just simply uses nutrition. There is no drugs and medications and stuff involved in it. It is using your nutrition, which is what everybody needs, educate you and coach you correctly with regards to what you're supposed to or not supposed to be consuming. And that's how we address health issues.
And again, that's why the most interesting, and I would understand now, since we've had the discussion, I would say applicable title, you are not sick, you are malnourished. Let's put your information out there one more time, Chetwayo, so that folks so they can contact you.
All right, so the book at RIK Bookstores nationwide, Nelson Bookstore in Tobago. You could also get it on Amazon and digital copy on Gumroad. If you want to contact me, my numbers are 279-3935. That's 279-3935 and 761-1952. That's 761-1952. What I do, people come to see me for consultation and re-education sessions, and to get onto my nutritional therapy program, where I coach the diet for them. All right. But just before, I know we are short on time, I wanted to let people know that healing from diseases, non-communicable diseases, healing is a process. It's a process. It takes time to heal. And sometimes before you heal, just like if you're renovating a building, there are times where things can get worse before it gets better. Now, what I mean by that, if you're renovating a house, you don't take the old house and then it automatically becomes brand new. You have to break down certain structures. So there are things in the body that would have been damaged, endothelial lining of the blood vessels, and all of these things, exosomes, you have advanced glycation end products. These things have to be removed from the system first so that the body can heal.
Chetwayo, sincere thanks, man. It's tremendous work. And Chetwayo Laborde, go cop this today. We take a quick pause and we come back for the 7 a.m. news update. See you soon.
Are you tired of managing symptoms without understanding why your body is breaking down? Chetwayo's Holistic Health Clinic provides consultation and re-education sessions, followed by nutritional therapy programs designed to address the root causes of chronic disease. The clinic works with clients in Trinidad and Tobago and internationally, helping people rebuild the body through correct nutrition, not drugs, supplements, herbs, detoxes, injections, or quick fixes. Chetwayo is also the author of You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished, a powerful health book that has been the top-selling book on consignment at RIK Bookstores nationwide every month since entering the stores. If you're struggling with cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, autoimmune issues, fertility challenges, digestive problems, or other chronic condition, book a consultation and re-education session today. Purchase the book at RIK Bookstores nationwide, Nelson's Bookstore in Tobago, Amazon, or Gumroad. Visit ChetwayoClinic.com or call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Chetwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, rebuilding the body, reversing disease through nutritional therapy.